Hello everyone, it's Helen here. I hope you've all had a lovely week. So we have some lovely festive goodies here. So before we start, just a quick sound check. Can you hear me and is everything fine? I'm hopefully broadcasting to Facebook and also YouTube, so I'm going to check on those now. If you want to pop onto the comments, do come along and say hello. So let's have a quick look at YouTube. It looks like I'm here. Yes, thumbs up for YouTube and Facebook. My nemesis. Let's have a quick look. I believe I am, but if someone from Facebook comes along and says hello, we're all good. Oh yep, I can see myself. We are hunky-dory. So today we're going to be making this file folder here. This is a project that I've made before, but I've not done a Christmas project with it, so we're going to be playing with all of these goodies here. So let's have a quick look at the original project. Some of you may remember this, and this is designed for the large album, or if you have any other album that would probably fit in here, I'll give you the dimensions. This is going to be perfect for any sort of mini album storage. So here is my original design that I made a couple of years ago. This was using the landscape album, but you can make this project completely with the large album that we're going to be playing with today. I've even popped in a little traveler's notebook. This is the file folder that we're going to be making, and inside I've got all of these little file folder tabs in here which you can make with the pages from the large album. And inside here you can pop in some photo mats. I can see there's lots of people on the chat, so I'm going to dive in there in a moment. I'm just going to quickly show you. You can probably fit loads more in here, but leave room for your actual memories. Don't just fill it with card and paper. It's for your memories. And today I'm going to be making something very similar. This could be a two-parter. It actually is most definitely going to be a two-parter. So if you're wondering about these beautiful papers, let's have a quick look at those. Got them here. These are the free downloads from Simply Cards and Paper Craft magazine, issue 236. If you're a member of Craft World, which is free to join, you have access to all of these, but it's easier if you just use my link. Otherwise you'll be searching ages for this paper pack. So it's non-affiliated or anything like that. It will take you straight there. So this is a beautiful Christmas design paper pack. These are A4. And as you can see, there are wonderful ones here. We've got tartan, we've got the music paper with the different carols there, and then this is not my favourite. I'm not going to be using this particular one today, but I'm going to use the rest. I love this one too, and this one as well. I'm sure I have played with these before. And we also have matching toppers, so if you want to make these into cards as well, I'll probably end up printing these off the next live so that I can use those with decorating. Okay, so let's jump in and quickly say hello to you guys, because I can see there's quite a few comments. Wow. Okay, hi Barbara, hi Mary, hi Vicky. Hope you're feeling better. Barbara can hear me fine. Debbie from Houston, Texas. Hello Lynn. Hopefully you had a good day out last week. Hi Deborah. See, there's quite a few Barbaras here, so I've got to make sure that I'm not saying the same hello to the same person again. But I've got Barbara from Germany. Hi Barbara. I think I said hello to Deborah as well. She can hear me fine. Hello Lou, I hope you're looking forward to later. I've seen some of your sneak peeks. Actually, there's a couple of bits that I'm going to be ordering. And hello Floor, or Floor Angela. Hello Celine. I think this is another Barbara. Yes, it is. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Julie. Oh, another Julie as well. Hello, Julie from Julie's Design Post. She's watching on Facebook and unsure how to comment on YouTube. I think you have to be signed into YouTube to, and a little pop-up box pops up when you're live as well. Hi, Jacqueline. Oh, I like that name. Busy the Jack. Hello, Lynn from Bell's Craft. I hope your YouTube channel's going okay. And hello Celine, I think I said hello to you already. Aha, I do recommend a particular paper. I will add that to the description box. I've put most things in the description box, but if there's anything missing I can add those afterwards. And then I'm going to be working on a PDF as well with all of the cutting guide for you guys. Yells, hello everyone. And hello Evelyn. And there's another Deborah, gosh. we have lots of people that tune in every week, and they've all got the same name. We've got lots of Julies, lots of Lynns, and lots of Barbaras. All great names. Hello, Tracy. It does. Deborah saying it feels like fall today in upstate New York. It really does feel like late summer here as well. It's really tempting to start decorating, because all the pumpkins are coming out in all the shops. Right, so welcome also if you are watching on the replay as well. Okay, these are the bits that I'm going to be playing with today. I have actually printed this out on a thinner paper. I've not shown this before, I don't think. I have got some Navigator. What is this? 120 GSM. That's what I've printed those on. This is A4 as well. So normally I will go for something a lot thicker. I've used 300 before, but because it's paper that's going to be going and matting inside of our albums, I thought a thinner paper would be okay. And I'm hopefully going to be playing with this frame as well from the terrarium die set. If you have any questions, just pop on. Hello, we've got another Debs. Hello everyone from Wet Wales. Yeah, it's a bit wet over here too. And hello Bernie as well. And he's saying hello to Textures as well. That'd be Lou. Right, so I'm going to take these out because I'm not going to use these. I really don't like that paper. If there's anything that you don't like, just don't use it. It's my philosophy. Get rid of those. Okay, so let's jump straight in. Now, I haven't actually made this project in quite some time, so let's hope I don't make any mistakes. Otherwise, I'll be cutting things out and starting again. So I'll be making a PDF for you guys on how to put this together. And there's also a tutorial. I have gone ahead and I have made the large album already. Now there is a tutorial how to get this to this stage. This is using the large album die set. Sorry if that's super bright. I've been playing with my settings today. It's just one of those overcast days where it's hard to get the bits and bobs right. So we've got two of these to start with. These measure 7 inches by 9.5. And that will be for the sides, so 2 of those. This is the back piece. This measures 3.25 by 9.5. And we have the base piece. This measures 2.25 by 7. Don't bother writing these down because there will be a PDF for this. And 3.25 by 3.5. That is for the front. Right, so we're going to be starting off with the side pieces first. I'm going to have this in the long section here. I'm just going to double check everything because check twice, score and cut once is a good philosophy to live by. And let's do that first. So we have this in landscape and we're going to score this at 7, no not 7 inches, that's not right. Score at half an inch. That's a bit different from 7. Right, there we go. Half an inch on there. Set that aside. Do the same on this one. There we go. And we are going to do the back piece next. This one needs to be scored at half an inch and 2.75. Half an inch, oops, it does skip. Half an inch and 2.75. And turn that once and then score at half an inch. There we go. And then we've got the front piece here. We are just going to, sorry, I'm reading my notes here. In portrait, score at half an inch and 2.75. So this is portrait. Just going to double check this. This is a very, very similar shape. So we need to have this in that orientation. There we go. We're going to do half. If I've done this piece wrong, I'll just cut it again. I'll do half here and then half at the bottom. There we go. And then we have the base. There's nothing you need to do for that for you. And if you're wondering why I'm running a little bit later today, it's because my husband had meetings today, so this is the best time for me to work around those because we both work from home. So today was a funny old day, so hopefully next week we will be back to the 1 PM. Right, so I've just folded that and we're going to taper those ends. Do the same on the other one as well. Give those a burnish. I hope you've all had a really good week and avoiding all of that. If you're in the Florida area, there's quite a few US people over there. I hope it's not too wet and rainy. I was keeping an eye on that massive tropical storm, and it was a category 1 for a while as well when it hit. So yeah, bit of excitement there. Grab a pencil and a ruler. So we're going to be measuring up from this score line here, and we're going to be doing the opposites. So we need our lines to kind of go from this way and then all the way up there, but we need to make a mark here on how low we're going to go. So we have here, is it 3 inches? Yep, it's either 3 inches from the bottom or 6 inches down, okay, from this score line or from the top. So if we're going to go for 6 inches down, make a little pencil mark there, and then on the opposite end, so we're going to be doing a line. I'm going to just draw this in so you can visually see this. This may actually help you line this up in your paper trimmer as well. So this is our cutting line, and then we need to do the same going the opposite way, going up on the other side. So we're going to make a little notch mark there. It's easier turning this over because this has a tapered end on this side, so it's easier for pencil marks. There we go. And on the other end it's got a little metal bar in there, so it's great for using with your craft knife. Right, so let's get that trimmed. Okay, so just pop this in here. Now we have our pencil mark. It's going to be really easy to line this up. It's not completely necessary, but if you want to, if you want to do it without, then you can just line that up. Do the same on the other one. There we go. Right, I believe that's all we need to do for that. We can start gluing things together. So let's go with the back piece first. So score or fold all of your score lines. So this is where it's so much easier if there was a die set for this, but this is such a humongous set. This wouldn't be able to be made into a die because it would just be really costly. It would cost you an arm and a leg to buy it. So there comes a point when you're making the dies where you kind of just got to stop and say, no, this one's too big. This would work as an SVG though, so I might see about getting maybe a template done. That would be a lot easier. So I'm just notching in these edges, and then we've got the front piece. Do exactly the same on there. I'm just going to double check that I did this the right way. I think I did. When you have something that looks like a complete square, you really have to just double check which way you've got to put your score lines in. So taper these down as well. This gives you a really nice neat finish when you glue these together. There we go. Let's discard our rubbish. So today I'm hoping to make the file folder and then also start work on the large album with the front cover. So Angela's from Venezuela. But there's people from all over the place today. I bet it's early morning there. Maybe mid-morning, 9 or 10 o'clock. That's a guess, that's a guess. Let me know if I'm right. So we're going to be gluing these together just like that. It's pretty self-explanatory now. Once you've got all of these shapes and all of these tabs popped in, you can really see where the project's going. Now, where the heck is my glue? There we are. It's hiding behind my projects. I do need to open a new bottle soon. I'll probably have a few of these where there's a little bit left in the bottom. What I'll probably do is I'll pop them all into the same bottle. Seems like the easiest thing to do. I don't like working from a glue bottle with just a little bit of glue at the bottom. I mean, you can always keep it upside down in a glass or something, or a little stand. That could work. So I'm just adding my glue now to these little side tabs. There we go. And then let's just attach the corner here, sorry, the front piece. And if you have any questions, just pop on and ask them. There we go. And then what we can do now is just attach this together. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this just here, add my glue to this tab here, and then glue that bit closed. There we go. Give that a good press because this is craft cardstock and it can be a bit finicky with the glue drying quite fast. Or actually, it's quite it doesn't dry very fast at all. So there we go. Right, so now we have this last section here. So let's fold all of these in. Just double check that we've cut our base to the right size, which we have, and now we can glue this on as well. So this is a really super duper lovely file folder for you to keep your albums in. If you want to if you're making a series of albums, like one for each person, like if you have like 4 children and you want to make one for each, these will look lovely all stacked neatly together on the bookshelf. Now we're just going to add this here. You can always cut 2 of these pieces and pop one on the inside and then another one on the outside. That would probably be more advisable, just to keep that square shape at the bottom. So I'm just going to turn this over now, hopefully keep that in the right place, and then press that down. Like I say, craft cardstock does take a little bit more time to dry with the glue, and there we have our little file folder box. Now in the cutting guide there's also going to be the cutting guide measurements here for you to cut the shaped mats for this as well. It's exactly the same as what we've done to create this diagonal line here with the mats. It's just a lower measurement further down. The measurement for that would be 2 3/4 inches, 2 3/4 from the bottom, and the mats are a little bit smaller, but don't worry, that's all going to be on the cutting guide. So where on earth is the lid for this? Things are rolling all over the place. There it is. I've got quite a few projects on my desk, and the reason why I cannot have my face on the camera right now is because my craft room is filled with some new collections that I'm working on, and you'll all get a sneak peek if I was on the main camera. So you've just got this head down at the moment. Okay, next, right, we can now start working on our album. So I would like to do some cutting for this. Now we do have a mat. So this album was made using the large album, and there is a tutorial on how to pop this together. This does have pocket pages at the top as well. The die set does include all of the binding. Now if I was to create this right now, most of the hour that we have will be taken up making this album, so it's easier just to have the album ready. You've seen me pop this together if you're a regular viewer quite a few times, and there's also a full tutorial on how to put this together. So this does come with a mat here for the page, but I'm just going to manually cut it. So I'm going to go for some gold glitter cardstock for this, and so we need to cut it at should we do 8 3/4, so we have 1/8 of an inch all around, by 6 1/8. Measure twice, cut once, 8 3/4. Yep. So I'm going to grab some gold glitter cardstock. I have no idea where I got this from. It's quite generic, but if you've bought this before, you will have your favourites. They come in all sorts of colours. So this is 8 3/4 by 6 1/8. Luckily it's literally just on there. There we go. That is going to be enough to cover that, give it a little bit of sparkle, and then I really want to dive in and use some of these lovely festive papers. Now I've got a few offcuts that I might be able to use for pockets and pocket mats, but I really do love this tartan. There we go. I think that's really nice and festive, so we'll cut that down as well. Yes, Bernie, the tutorial is on this channel. It's linked in the description box, so go and check that out after here. Now I know a lot of you will already have the large album as well, so for that side. So we're going to cut this at, was it 8 3/4, so we'll go 1/4 down, so that's 7 1/2, and we'll go 1/4 down again. Just double check that, did I get that right? Yep. And then we'll do that again. Is it 7 and sometimes my printer does a little black splodge. It means I need to clean the heads, so it's time for maintenance soon. That's 5 and 7/8. I cut that wrong. 5 and 7/8. This way. Pay attention, Helen. It's fine because we're going to be covering this up as well, so I don't think I cut in all the way. I think we're good. Yes, we got away with it. There we go. Phew. So let's get this matted down. I guess Bernie and Florangela are they're on the same meridian line, or the same time, same line. You know which line I mean. We've got the Greenwich Mean Time and the line moves across. So I guess you are all on the same line. So where is Ohio? Is Ohio on Eastern Time? Don't know. I'm guessing you're still Eastern, but you might be in the middle section by then. I don't know. Right, so there we go. There is our lovely mat, and we have a good border all the way around there. There we go. Pop that on. I kind of feel like this is what I come across sometimes. You'll come across this too, that things just blend in. So I'm just going to mat this again with just a slightly darker cardstock. Let's grab some green. I think that would look really pretty with this. I have some green just down here. So one thing I really need to do is just sort out all of my cardstocks, because they're really messy, and I'm thinking I'm going to store them completely different. I'm going to clear the whole shelf. I'm not even going to measure this to cut it. I'm just going to glue it on with the border. This is how I used to scrapbook with my photo mats. I never used to measure. I used to just do this, what I'm about to do. It's a lot easier actually than getting all your measurements out. So let's glue this on, add a bit of green there, and once I've popped this on, you'll definitely be able to tell the difference, because this gold glitter cardstock just blends in completely with that craft card. There we go. Right, so I'm just going to use my paper trimmer now just to trim that out. So, oh yes, she's on Eastern time. I think I might need to change my blade. There we go, pressed a little bit harder. There we go, that should be a lot better. There we go. Don't you think that's a lot better? Let me know in the comments. And I'd love to hear from you also if you are just watching on the replay as well. There we go, so that looks a lot better. The gold glitter cardstock isn't disappearing now, which is preferable. So I think I may just have to plug in my glue gun, because with this next element that I want to put on there, I want to make a sort of a shaker element, but it's going to be made using this frame. Now I have done this on one of my other albums before on the cover, and I absolutely loved it. It was from the large disc bound album I made from the disc bound collection, and it was for it was actually for my sister. So let's plug in the glue gun. I'm going to be using my trusty old Sizzix. There we go. Call those glue blobs. So let's get that popped in. That's going to need a good 5 minutes there just to heat up as well. So I did actually manage to get some more glue sticks, so I'm happy. I can glue away. Okay, that is heating up. So in the meantime, let's just discuss how we're going to decorate this. Let's keep the lid on this as well. Look, it's already gunking up. So this is the book binding glue, just in case you're new here. Dries super fast. Okay, so here's the plan. This is the frame from the terrarium, the Terrific terrarium. It's a bit of a mouthful. This is one of the windows, so the terrarium goes together by gluing a lot of these together, and then you can make the lid and everything. So some of you may already have this too. So I'm going to turn that over. We're going to make a shaker element. Okay, so I'm going to need some sequins. Now let's hope that the sequins haven't gone missing, just like my brads were from last week. So here we go. I have them right here. They're not lost. I've got these. I don't think I'll be using green or blue. And I've got these too. So I bought the individual packs of sequins and I decanted them into these little pots here. I think these are from Home Bargains. They get them in occasionally. And I've got, actually I might just use these lighter green ones. We've got the pale gold as well. I'm going for these two at the moment, but I'm not ready for that stage yet because we're not ready to glue down. So what else have I got to decorate with? I did some Christmas shopping. I did. It all came in over the weekend, so I was super happy. Here we go. So they had these bundles in the sale, so I just helped myself. Ordered these. So this, I used my own money for this, so I wasn't sent these for free. So I'm going to use this today. This is It's Just Paper. Merry Christmas. I love the rest of these. I've got so many ideas on what I can make with these. I love these sentiments as well. And those poinsettias too. Excuse me. And then I've also got the Card Making Magic Christmas collection for this year as well. I'm also going to be using the poinsettia spray as well. So I'll pop those two aside. Then I love these. I've got so many ideas. This as well. And this image here too. And we've got some more stamp sets as well, so have a lot of fun with those over the next couple of months. I'm not going to have time in the next couple of weeks because I'm just so busy with new collections and also the Christmas launch. But today is Lou's day. Today is Lou's day for her Christmas. I'm so excited about that. I've seen some of her sneak peeks already. So I've done some die cutting already for this one here. Let's show you the dies. Get 7 in there. Yes, 7. I love a good poinsettia die, as you very well know. So we have this poinsettia here. I need to die cut this one actually. I got chucked out of the craft room. Well, it's not really a craft room, it's actually our bedroom, but we're room sharing at the moment during the school holidays. So I got chucked out because hubby had a meeting. So this is as far as I got with the die cutting. There we go. And then when it was time for the live, I chucked him out. So we're having a lot of fun having to share. So I've got all of these cut out already. There are some more dies here. I need to do that from, I think I might go for gold. I've got some gold glitter cut-offs ready that I can use for scraps. And I need to do a couple of these, I think, as well. And this does the scoring in there as well for the details. So yes, Vicky's got her alarm set for 4 today. Oh, it's a busy life, isn't it, juggling? I mean, my kids aren't even little, but you know, it's their holiday as well, so it's not fair on them asking to be quiet the whole time. There we go. So let's grab the machine. I'm going to be using the Big Shot today. There we go, and let's have some gold glitter card. Let's do the berries first. And it looks like Lou's new collection is out for the VIPs, so that will be really good. Pop them on there. I love those stencils, Lou. I really want those stencils. Gotta have those. Just think of the backgrounds that you can make with that. So this does 4 at a time. Let's pop those out. These are going to be really easily lost, so I'm just going to pop these over here. Let's do one more. So I try not to do anything too delicate or intricate with the gold glitter cardstock, because the gold glitter is actually popped on. Go back the other way. With a little, it's like a little plastic film, and it can be really difficult to get all of your cuts gone to go through all of those layers. So oops, I've got to bury it rolled away. There we go. Right, so what else are we going to do? Going to do this poinsettia here. So we need some red. Got some red cardstock here. Let's cut that down to size. I think maybe I'll do 2 of these. And then what I'll do is all of the scraps that I've got left over today and all my little card cut-offs, I'm going to keep them in a little folder so that I can carry on with this next week as well. So next week I want to start decorating the inside of the album and adding fun bits and bobs in there as well. Just going to go back this little bit. It's really hard to sit down and do this at the same time. It's a lot easier standing up. So there's our first one. There we go. I'm going to have to go in there, I think, with a little bit of detail. And I'm also going to die cut this middle centre bit out as well. There we go. On the packaging, it's beautifully layered up with all of the different elements. So just taking inspiration from the cover packaging is great. There we go. 2 poinsettias now. That's looking really good. I'm liking how this is looking on the side here. It's very, very festive. I need one more for this as well. I should have thought about that when I did the first die cut. So I'm just catching up with the die cutting that I should have done earlier, but I ran out of time. So the thing I am glad about is that I've already done like the core work. So I've already got my album already made and it's ready to go. So all I've got to do now is just worry about getting it decorated, and then next week we can have some more fun. So I want to add some interactive bits and bobs inside the album too. So let's just do a few dry runs. I want to go over this with some ink as well. So we've got some poinsettias here and then down there. I like to kind of mirror things. Then we've got more sprigs here. Just add your bits and bobs. Got some of those too. So let's work on getting these done. So let's just double check. Should have, oh yeah, rhubarb stalk should be okay. And I'm just looking for my mat. And I'll need a brush. This is a very, very messy mat here. This is from my Tim Holtz thingy bob, so glass mat. So I think what I need to do is find Craft Stash have one, and they sent me one, and it's see-through and clear, and I've slotted it in somewhere, and I don't know where I've slotted it in, so maybe I'll just buy another one. I might find it when I do all my cardstocks. So this is rhubarb stalk, and I'm just going to go around the edges. I hope my rhubarb stalk hasn't dried up. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's coming off of my finger. I might have to get my sponge blender out. I don't know. Let's see what this does. There's probably going to be too much ink. Let's just experiment. Oh, there we go. A little bit rustic. There we go. Is the Tim Holtz sale still on or not? I don't know, Lou. Lou, do you know if that discount's still on? Because I need to buy some more distress inks, because I've only got like 20. I don't have all of them. It'd be nice to get the missing colours that I don't have. This is working out quite well because it's bringing out, as you can see, it's bringing out all of that detail. I don't know whether you'll be able to see. If I can zoom in a little bit more. There you go. It's a little bit out of focus. My camera didn't want to play ball today either, so it's just one of those days, I think. Ah, it was a 24-hour deal. Okay, I'll wait for the next one. I'm patient. Now, what I really need is some stickles, some gold stickles. So I have to go and see what I can find. But some sort of gold glitter glue, I think, for the centre of these. So I'll be all organised for next week in all the bits that I don't have this week. So let's glue these on. I'm going to add a bit of dimension now to these, just by lifting up those. And this is what I love to do with the poinsettias. Just get in there with your fingers and give it a good squish and a bend. There we go. Now this is the red cardstock from the new Creative Craft cards. I can't remember the name. Is it ruby red or something like that? I can't remember. So this is really going to rustic this up a little bit. And if you want to add 2 of these, you can then layer them up as well. But I'm just going to do the single ones because we've got loads of layers to add to this. So let's add these on. Bit of glue. If you want to use a little bit of a foam pad, like a 3D foam pad under here, that would look great as well. And definitely if you did 2 of these, let's see what 2 of these looks like. you can then alternate them. That would look fantastic as well. So off camera I will probably build these up a little bit more, and I'll probably add another layer of these underneath as well. So I probably won't glue these down, but we'll see. I might just glue them down and just add the layers to the middle here. This is sort of reminding me a little bit of autumn as well. Right, so let's pop this on there. I'm going to use our sequins now. I believe my glue gun will be nice and hot. I'm just going to pop this under there because it's on a bit of a diagonal, so I kind of want everything to kind of stay in the right place and not slope off the edge. So let's add in our sequins. I want to get quite a bit in there. There's nothing like an underwhelming amount of sequins in a shaker card. Let's add some green now. I'm making a mess of this. I've got green falling into my blue and my purples. Right. We could probably add a little bit of this. I call it garish gold. It's not my favourite shade of gold, but it does add a bit of dimension to it. There we go. And this is going to go on like that, but I will probably need a lot more than that. So let's add some more. You know, don't be shy, but then don't add too much at the same time. What will red look like? Yeah, we'll add a couple of reds. 2. I know you can buy ready mixed sequin mixes. That's a lot better, because then you can get loads of different things that go in as well. There we go. I think we probably need more. A bit loose, just saying, oh, just chuck it all on, Helen. More sequins. There we go. That's all I'm brave enough to do. There we are. Yeah, I think there was an email about the Paper Craft Society box. There was a couple of delays, so hopefully you'll all be receiving them soon, and then I think hopefully there will be some extra boxes that will be going on sale as well. And don't forget, there will be a craft along in about 2 weeks time. Right, so I think I'm going to have to add another glue stick here. It's a bit wonky. Have that ready. Right, so I'm going to add my glue now all the way around here. And I'm not going to do any shaking until I know this hot glue has set. Uh-oh, this is where I need a third hand. There we go. Be quick before it starts to set, although it is quite warm in here, so it's a race. Right, let's get this as central as possible, and then press that down. I'm just going to get my hand in at the bottom here underneath so I can really press that. Uh-oh, I've moved the sequins. I hope none of them have moved. Right, don't touch it again. There we go. Put these away. Okay, so let's start building now. So I do have some sentiments here. This is from the Merry Christmas sentiments. It's just paper. I love this. So I'm going to start off with the 2 R's and then build my word around it. I could also pop this onto maybe a tag or a strip, but I'm probably just going to add this on like that. And I'll probably start gluing from this R. Got a bit of glare there. Let's move you over here. There we go. I'm just going to tip this so that the sequins go to the bottom. There we go. So that you can see that. So I always like to do a little bit of a dry run first. And then pop that across the top, and then I might just move this up actually, because I want to put the date of the year this album is for. So here there'll be room for me to put the date there. So let's get these glued down. Just going to use very carefully the wet glue on this. It's always a bit of a risk using wet glue on the acetate because the acetate is static and it can make the glue jump about a bit, and it's almost impossible to get the glue off the acetate once it's on there. So I'm not going to use too much glue, just being strategic to where I need it. There we go, do the E. Got to make sure my fingers stay clean as well. And then we've got the Merry here. There we go. This wants to bend round, so I'd like it if it didn't do that. Let's add some more glue to this bit of the M here. Maybe this M is a little bit too merry. Just wants to bend. Keep my finger there. Right, so this is coming together really nicely. I'm hoping it's not... It's actually pretty bright. Let me see if I can turn down the brightness on there, because you might not be able to kind of see it properly and the depth might be lost a little bit. You know what I mean? So let's make this tiny bit darker. I'm hoping that is okay. That's a lot better actually. Yes, so let's add now just a bit of glue to this Christmas. I think, yep, we need some here. Little dabs of glue because I don't want anything coming out from the edges, because the acetate is king here, it's boss, especially when you use it with the glue. Press that down. There we go. Right, so this M really doesn't want to play ball, does it? Stay down. Right, I'm not going to play with that anymore now because I'm getting glue splodges everywhere. Right, so let's get our little poinsettias on here now. Oh, stick down. Yep, acetate is the boss here. Right, so little dry run again. Love doing the little dry runs so that you can see where I'm going and how, you know, I could test things out. So we're going to pop our little poinsettias there, and then we're going to be popping in our little sprigs. So I'll probably go back in and cut some more of those out, but you get the general idea. So I'm just going to add a bit of glue just to this corner, just there, and I want it positioned here so that I can still, so we can still see the lettering there, and there's room here for a date somewhere as well. So I've got to think about what I'm going to pop into this album, because I did have an idea of making an album just to have a year for each page for all of my trees. I think that would be really good as well, because I take a photograph of my tree every single year, and it's great to see how it changes throughout the seasons or throughout each year, because sometimes I'll change up the baubles, or I'll buy something new, or otherwise I'll have a complete overhaul and do something completely different. So another thing that I need to do is go in with some gold glitter glue and highlight these mistletoe berries. I could use these berries here on top of those. I might do that actually, but those are finishing touches, so I'll do that afterwards. So let's pop these here. I think that would look nice just like that. It's always great to have a little bit of a dry run to see how things look. And what I'll probably do is die cut some more of these shapes, because I did run out of time when I was die cutting. And we've also got some holly sprigs as well. So let's pop these on. Yeah, so I'm just going to add some glue just to this as well. So yeah, I'm glad Bernie likes that idea of the different trees, because it's a really good way to record things, and it's actually a very easy album to make as well. There's not too much storytelling. It's literally just, well, you can do as much storytelling as you want really, but it's an easy album to do. It's not a daunting task, if that makes sense. You just got to print out the pictures. I'm just going to pop this along the bottom here. I stuck this one on the frame, but I'm just going to go behind here, and then just going to add 2 here. I'll cut another 2 for the top, just so that I have a complete sprig spray to show you. And again, use the ideas from the front of the packaging as well. There's loads of ideas on there, and I'm sure Anne's got some lovely samples as well. So let's layer those up. All I do is just add a bit of glue just to this section here, so that I can have this top section nice and loose, and then it's just going to tuck underneath that poinsettia so it hides there. There we go. And then we also have, oh, we have this holly as well, so we can add the holly here. I kind of want this to be symmetrical, and these are big and bold, so I kind of want them behind. So maybe I'll just, yeah, I'll pop that just there. Again, bit of glue there at the base so that I can kind of curl these up as well. And if you really want to go to town, you can do the same what you did with the poinsettias and fold these up as well. So I'm just going to pop you just under there, little bit of glue, pop you under. Don't forget to do all your lifting up as well and curling the edges. That really does add to the dimension of whatever you're gluing down. There we go. Right, I've got these 2 little bits of holly now as well, so let's pop them here. Yeah, that will look really nice poking out here at the top and the bottom. So again, I want these to curl at the edges on the ends. There we go. And let's pop this just here. Where should we put it? Put it here. There we go. Right, there's a lot of dimension on the front of this, so it should still fit into our file folder. Okay, so here is our little shaker front. Isn't that a lot of fun? I'm probably zoomed in a little bit too much. There we go. So here it is. And that moves up and down. I love that. That is a lot of fun. So all I have to do now is just die cut some more foliage to complete this top section at the top here, and add some more I think glitter glue or stickles. I have some stickles. I also have some Nouveau drop glitter thingies. This one is red, but I'm sure I have a gold somewhere as well, so I'll probably be adding some gold centers here and some gold bits here as well. Maybe silver might be a bit too much, but I think I'll just stick to the gold. So what is the plan for next week? So next week we are going to be finishing off the rest of this album, because we have this side here and also this side here, and here I have a little space there for a large pocket, so I will probably be using this die set here to help complete the album. This is the landscape album editions. This will fit the large album perfectly. It's exactly the same size. Okay, so the landscape album is exactly the size as the large album, so if you do have the landscape album you can use this with it. And there's a massive pocket here. This pocket looks really small, but it's ginormous and it will fit along here. And then I'm going to tuck in this traveller's notebook, which is a standard sized traveller's notebook, a TN. This is 8 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to just tuck that into the pocket that we're going to be making next week. We're going to be continuing with the paper collection that I showed you at the beginning, which is a free download, by the way. That is going to tuck into the pocket, and you can use this as your Christmas planner. So like I've just done here, we're going to decorate it, make it look all pretty. This is a summer version, and you can keep all of your notes, your Christmas gift lists. You can use it all for 1 year, or you can go back to it and just use a couple of pages for each year, so you have a history of what you bought, so you're not buying the same things again and again. That is going to live inside here, the pocket, and then we are going to decorate the pages and add our photo mats and also make some kinetic things as well. Some of them will be from die sets, but there'll be some others that I won't be using die sets for. They're just going to be made on the scoreboard and they're going to be kinetic and move about, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So this album is going to be a good mixture of both. So this will be continued next week and we'll be back to our regular time of 1 o'clock. Fingers crossed there won't be any meetings this time next week to get in the way of things. So we'll be back to our usual 1 p.m. And Bernie's just asking when my Christmas launch is. It's going to be in about 2 weeks time. So that will be when the sneak peeks will start to come out, and I will be, bye Vicky, and then I'll be releasing a whole ton of videos and sneak peeks, and we'll be going live on the Craft Stash page as well. So that is going to be a whole ton of fun, and I think that's also the same week that I will also be doing the craft along for the new Paper Craft Society box, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a hugely busy week. So right, so give me a like or a thumbs up if you like this one. I really like this. I am going to just add a few more bits and then take some photos and share that with you. And don't worry about the measurements that I shared earlier for making the box that this fits in. There we go. This fits in there nicely. There we are. I will be making a PDF that will be added to the description box for you to download, and I'll also be adding that to my Facebook page, Helen Griffin UK. Okay, so I will see you all next week, Thursday at 1 p.m. BST. And yes, enjoy Lou's Christmas collection. I'm about to go over there now and have a look at everything that's now available. So pop over to there and just have fun. Okay, so thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.